That was the biggest fire that we had.
Yeah, that's real.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've been in the brigade, I joined in 1960, that was up in East Coast Base. Come back to Taranaki to Rahutu. In 1966-67 I come to Opunake, and I've been in the brigade ever since, which is 47 years. Yeah, naturally I don't remember this type. I've got a lot of photos of it, which is in 1913, it was disbanded. It was just an old hand pump thing. It was pulled around town. They had a big fire over here at the hotel evidently, and it let them all down, so they just put it onto the fire and went on its merry way with it, which is called a funny thing, Merryweather. Then it came to the early next Fargo, 1947 Fargo truck. It was made up out of a old county truck, I believe. I don't remember it. But when I came onto the brigade, we had this 1952 Ford, a very handsome little machine actually. And somewhere around the country it's still going. We would like to have known where it is, because it would have been very nice to have it back, but the way the commission works, they own it, so we can't do much about it. We got into a bit of a later model. Behind this fella we used to tow a trailer pump too, which was very handy. Then we got onto the Ford 69 Ford 600, petrol one. A little bit underpowered for what we had around here, but it worked. Then we got into the Comma, 1978 Comma, as you can see. And then right at our local station, we built a new station here in 1980. Yes, 1980. And then we got the Comma, and we had the new Mitsubishi came along, which we still have, plus a big international truck.
Well, I don't know that the guy apparently from Napier over the other coast that painted it, and that gentleman by the name of John Cooper used to own the building those, and had a restaurant and bar on the bottom there, and people stay up the top, and the painting wasn't taken very kindly by the locals, not even the local Maori people. So what it was really for, what the story is, I really don't know, but people have got used to it now, I guess. But one lady used to always cross the street; she wouldn't walk past it. Scared her, she reckons. So, yeah. Picture on everything painting on this wall is from an actual photograph. Even the dog, guy by the name of Charlie Petty has all these photos at his place. Even the dog with the steam hauler. That's all. Even there, even the thing, they're all from a photo. Except they've done a little bit of that wharf on the top is almost the same. The whole wall is done. Even the two ladies working down, laying in the sand down here, they were friends of mine. One lady was a grocery shop owner here. That's a photo that was taken outside the old post office where the service station is down there now. That was taken there. There's Mrs. Morris and Mrs. Byers, I think, in there. One of my uncles at Bihama milking the cow. The green farmer's van down there, that was the van I actually drove because I worked at Farmer's Club. This was all shops here those days, but we came out, so we did this, and the whole thing cost us over $30,000 to do, because the wall, it's an old building, and the reinforcing in the wall had started to rust and pop the concrete off, so it cost us quite a few $1,000s to get the wall back so it wouldn't keep popping the mural off.
Taranaki. From the Heartland.
Mr. Heartland, Mr. Kelly.
From the Heartland.
Yeah.
What's Mr. Kelly doing in Opunake at the moment?
He's delivering the Tourist Times newspaper.
Tourist Times newspaper.
Calls here every month.
Yep.
Just done 320 since 5 o'clock this morning.
He ran all the way.
Down to Wanganui and out to here for lunch. 300k when you hit the borough.
And how many Tourist Times are delivered? What's the circulation?
6,500 monthly.
Right.
That's as in Tourist Times, Midwest North Island.
The mural there was her husband Jack. He died, and she used to run it. I worked for them for some years. And
is there anywhere you haven't worked?
I have never been a butcher. Although the wife reckons I butcher most things with a touch. This used to be Pete's draper shop. Yeah, drapey. A guy named Bob, Pete, a little wee short guy. He used in the days of manufacturing suits to make them as well. Years ago, and then his son ran it. And they closed it down for a while, and then this started up. A taxi in the 30s. It was a massive Oldsmobile. And he sold that, and him and I both went. I was in the spare part. He was the grease monkey. So yeah. So I've been here since then, 1934. So that's a couple of days ago. Got sick of New Plymouth. It was getting too busy, so I left the place. This used to be quite a massive shop. This. You're going to laugh, I know. This was the Menswear department, and I was the manager of the Menswear department. I worked here too. And at the back there was all the hanging, the drapery and all sorts of stuff. And where that shop is there used to be our furnishing department. And we sold bedroom suites, radios, lounge suites. As you said, yeah, I've worked in quite a few of these shops. I forget what's the price on these now, Brian, these shops. No, Jim Brown bought these for $20,000. Oh. But that's 200 and something now. Yeah. Enterprise bookshop there, which used to be here originally, and they've gone over to Mr. Dillon for what it sits over there. Then Houston's bought it, but he used to be the mayor of Opunake, and then his son took over, and that was the bookshop plus the drapery shop right through there, and the shops are all connected, and but now there's an op shop in there, so they're sitting there. And over there where Alpha Laval is, that used to be a chemist shop. The guy, Cavanagh, still got the same shop down there. That used to be his father's shop there. And then where the rest of it is, used to be a massive big house opposite the courthouse. And that's where we used to live when I was about 8 or 9 or 10 years old. We used to live in there, facing the courthouse.
Used to be a lawyer over there, lawyer, fish shop, everything.
Fish shop, and that's house where he built it, fish shop. This is another mural from Dennis Latimer, depicting the surf club. And probably if you read the paper, you know our surf club does pretty well here. G'day Alan, how are you? Very good.
He was in the fire brigade with us too. But no, he's done really well. I think he's got a partner with him.
Yeah, he has got a partner. I forget his name now, but I think he was part-time at the high school. That also used to be where our policeman used to live years and years ago when we lived across the road there. A guy by the name of Huey Shields. And he used to live in that house there. And the police cell was in the back just behind the place, so I remember that from way back in the late 30s.
Courthouse just next to that shop, so we can have a look at that too. There's a bit of interest. It's a pity it's being let go, and
I'd like to be able to.
Yeah, it should be fixed up.
He used to be the mayor of Hara, Fred Finer, and he was the magistrate, and he'd come out there. And us living there, it was great to stand in the front of the window and see all these people going into the courthouse and coming out, been fined 5 shillings for pinching somebody, milking somebody else's cow, or pinching somebody's pig, or hiding Jack Halpin's horse, you know. I'll never forget, you remember Jackie Watts, Brian?
Yep. Get away back, get away back. Get him behind, get him behind.
Jackie Watts was one of our drovers. He was a drover, and he used to live up by just past the high school. And a friend of mine, Reggie Marsh, was raining like hell, and Reggie had his head down and his backside up, and he was pedalling like mad just down there past that car. It was raining like that, and he rode straight between Jackie's horse's back legs. Jack had milk and eggs, and Jack was on it, so he got up and kicked all Reggie's spokes in. That would have been in the late 40s, I guess, but I'll never forget poor Jack, but he straight between the horse's back legs. You know. I bought our committee board chairman years ago when I first went on the board, and we had a look at it inside, and it was a total mess. I mean, there was stuff in there that should never have been there. People had been living in it, obviously, and then there was broken bottles, people had feeds in there, and they had bars and all sorts of things, and it was a total mess. When we had a look at I said to Chris Brom, the chairman, that all the stuff that was broken off is all the add-on stuff. The original ceilings upstairs, above, they're still all there. So strip all the add-on stuff out, the false wallboards and everything else, and you still got the original building there, you know. And I'd really love the iwi to sell it back to the town, because you know there's a lot of history in that building.